That was lovely. Hi, I don't know if I'm audible. Yes, I am. Okay, cool. Uh, I'm Rafi Kleinman. Um, this is, I am a sorry, wow. I'm Rafi Kleinman. I am a white Jewish non-binary person wearing a black shirt and sitting in front of a bookshelf and some art. This is an excerpt from my story, Half My Heart, which is about trans punks, platonic partnerships, and how we handle vulnerability and trust. Thank you for listening. The rattle of the bass through the floor and up into his throat always made Vic feel like a werewolf during the full moon, like he was bursting from his skin, like he was about to become something new. Kay was pressed warm against his side by the crush of the crowd, screaming, pitched up high to be heard over the noise. The horde was bleeding out ink and endorphins, rolling to the sound of thrash guitar and synth punk heartbreak. He could feel the vibrations in the soles of his feet, even through his boots, all the way to his skull. Vic and Kay rocked with the crowd's messy wet rhythm, struggling to stay on their feet as they strained towards the stage barrier. The dusk-skinned big on the bass, all four arms engaged, hiked one leg up on an amp. Sparks shot into the air like summer fireworks. A tech rushed to replace it with one of the dozens stacked backstage, leaving the wreckage of the first crumpled on the stage. The crowd rippled like a storm current. Vic's mouth was papery, his skin sticky with other people's sweat. He could taste it on his lips, salty and sick as he shouted along. Every part of him was shoved up against someone else, his chin nudging into a back, a pointed elbow near his shoulder and knocking up against his jawline, the thrashing plant-like tendrils of a nearby Fagin slapping at his ankles. He shoved back, baring his teeth into a smile, and pushed forward like he was going to get anywhere. He felt tapping on the bare, tattooed bicep of his bio arm, and he turned. Kay shot him a sharp, wide grin, pointing up, then tugged on the ponytail of the bearded person on the other side. The person angled towards them, strobe lights highlighting the artificial spikes extending from their cheeks, and Kay pointed again, jutting their index finger into the air. The incomprehensible mess of sound around Vic pitched down as Kay was hoisted high, leaving a bubble of speech by Vic's ear for the cacophony to fill. Hands poured in to catch them, and the crowd rushed to fill the space where they had been. Vic watched as Kay was propelled forward towards the stage, their head tipped back as they let out a wheezy giggle that was completely lost in the noise, though Vic knew it so well he could practically hear it anyway. Kay's heart hammered double time in Vic's chest. With the crowd of strangers pressed tight on either side, he felt a strange sort of feedback loop, caught between the wet heat against his bio arm and the electric sharpness of his synth, the difference between nerves he had grown and those that had been coiled in metal. He tasted copper. Vic lifted his eyes and screamed to the ceiling, letting the crowd toss him this way and that, giddy from the stomach up. After, amid the crackle of biodegradable cups and tickets being crushed under heavy boots as the crowd slowly thinned, he found Kay again. He caught them by the sweat-slick shoulder, their artfully ripped t-shirt hanging halfway down their arm. Kay slung a damp arm across his neck and tilted their heads together. "Hey, loser," they said, and Vic reached to ruffle the front of their hair as his other hand dug for gum in the pocket of his ripped jeans. "You have fun?" "Always do," Vic replied, and ripped the wrapping off the gum stick with his teeth. His tongue felt rough in his mouth, scraped by all the sins he'd bitten out tonight while the mob around him couldn't hear. All the horrid whispers ground under the heels of the people around him. He stuck the gum between his teeth and turned to Kay. "Hey," Vic said, twisting in their grip so he could thumb the corner of their wet mouth with his bio hand. "You're bleeding." "Shit," Kay said, their studded tongue automatically flicking out to chase his finger. "Must have bit myself." "How bad is it, Doc?" "Somehow I think you'll live. We'll see how bad it hurts tomorrow." "Right. I want to get that bassist number," Kay declared, too loud and too close to Vic's ear. "Musician's fingers ×4, hot damn." "What would you even do with all of those? Just because someone's hot doesn't mean they have to use all of their hands at once. You don't have enough tits for that." I have plenty of tits, in this outfit at least. They laughed, a little wild, still rushing with the adrenaline of the show. No, I don't know. She'd find something to grab, probably. You crashing at mine? Yeah, Vic said, and felt the relief of home sink into his gut. Might as well. Cool. Just use your own damn toothbrush this time. It's in the cabinet for a fucking reason. Kay pushed off, giving him a toothy smile, and Vic almost overbalanced. I'm going to go flirt with that bassist while they finish packing up. The band is backstage. She's got to be with them. I know a guy, Kay said, sounding entirely unconcerned. Wait for me here? Yeah, Vic said, pushing his gum up flat against the roof of his mouth with his tongue. But if you actually get back there, I'm going to be shocked. You have so little faith in me, Kay called over their shoulder as they slipped off in the direction of the broad-shouldered security by the stage barrier. Thank you.